Wow, hey, happy Tuesday. It's Tech Talk Tuesday, and this is Digital Femme. And I know I look like a deer in the headlights, but there's a reason for this. So, right now, I'm streaming live. I'm calling it behind the scenes while I usually host a Twitter space for Tech Talk Tuesday. Not sure if I'm going to, but I know that I'm definitely going to be streaming live on Metaverse Radio, which I am now going to start. Da, 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 da. Let's just wait for a bit. Like I said, this is a behind the scenes. I know I'm streaming on, where am I streaming? Definitely on Twitter X. I call it Twitter X. YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. I have not had the nerve to stream on LinkedIn yet. That's a kind of a different, it's a whole different arena right now, and I don't want to jump onto the LinkedIn arena. So I'm connecting. Did I connect to this? Oh, yeah. So we're live on Metaverse Radio. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday with Digital Femme. I am Carmen, and can you believe it's already mid-July, July 16. For some reason, that date kind of conjures up some memories of something. I think it's somebody's birthday in my past. I believe it's a Vera. Anyway, if you're out there, Vera, happy birthday. Or was that July 18? Anyway, before we start, let me read the oh so beloved disclaimer. So this program's content does not necessarily represent the views of Metaverse Radio and is for entertainment only. It is not legal, medical, financial, or investment advice. The hosts, guest speakers, artists, and other collaborators may have personal or financial interests in the subjects they discuss. So please critically assess the information presented. Not all content is appropriate for all ages. Sometimes, and listener discretion is advised. Let me bring the mic closer. I should have done this check, but I haven't been live streaming for about 2 weeks. But I have been keeping up with the Metaverse Radio in addition to Twitter Spaces. So what are we going to talk about on Tech Talk Tuesday today? I don't know. Well, let's see. But first of all, let us do this.
Talk Tuesday with Digital Femme on X Spaces, Metaverse Radio, and live streaming online. Grab a coffee and listen or watch. Share the link with your friends. It's about to start, so here we go.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking I really need to switch out that intro, but I created it with, I believe it was Suma AI, it was Suma AI, Suno AI, a while back, and it was just something I wanted to create quick and easy, and here we go. So Tech Talk Tuesday, I know that I consider myself in the Web3 space, and we don't have to get into that right now, and I'm kind of it seems like I'm deep in the whole augmented reality, not really in the perimeter of AI, kind of hopping in and out of the AI verse, if you might say. Although in 2015, I did do a Twitter X post in December 2015, actually, about AIoT, the artificial intelligence of things. And, it's not hard to kind of generalize and predict what the future will hold. Definitely not. Although a lot of people are definitely, I keep saying the word definitely, although a lot of people are wanting to and creating a strategy for personal branding and in the hopes of, I don't know, getting sponsorships and making money, becoming now they call it key opinion leader on a certain topic. But are they though? I mean, sure, they put their thoughts and opinions and insights into a certain topic, but I kind of feel like that's just kind of something you've read or something you've watched and it seeped into your subconscious, so you don't really, or you're kind of taking it as your own. And so sometimes, and here we go, So I guess we're not having a Twitter space today, which is good. You don't always have to be on Twitter X spaces. Sometimes it's good to take a step back. Although I will have people say that when you are building I guess, a personal brand or any type of brand, you want to be consistent. And that has not always been the case with moi. Consistency, it depends. Obviously, if I am obligated to something, especially when it pays my bills, then yes, of course I'm going to show up for it. But when it's just something like you want to do or you can do, then, who are you holding accountability for? Sometimes people could say it's accountability to your listeners or your audience, but really, like, am I like a Josh? Is it Josh? Am I a Joe Rogan? Do people really want to see, what topics I like present or talk about? Not necessarily. So we're 6 minutes in, and I still haven't talked about what topic I want to discuss or I'm going to discuss today, which pretty much is a mishmash. There's so many things going on. A lot of great things that have been going on that I've been excited about. I know that I think it was 2 weeks ago now, because you know what, time is going so fast. It was 2 weeks ago that GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6, made an announcement that they were going to implement cryptocurrencies. Now, I actually should bring that up. So for those of you on Metaverse Radio, I am also streaming on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And I am just going to quickly do this, and I could share my screen once I find the post, GTA 6, and I will do blockchain. No, let's just do crypto. So yeah, if you think about it, a lot of people for the past year, particularly in 2024, have been saying that it would be gaming that would literally open the doors into mainstream or Web 2 adoption. I'm not going to say mass adoption, because we had we had a discussion about that on a Twitter space about mass adoption, and people, well, not people, but someone, I forgot his name, although it's at the tip of my tongue. I'll announce it when I can. My dog kind of wants to get into it, but whatever. I'm just going to throw her a piece of cheese, because that's what happens when you're streaming live in your little studio apartment. Hello, here's your cheese. Hello, here's your cheese there. Okay, how annoying is that? So where was I? Yes. Okay. So a while back, there was a space where, oh gosh, if this is the most annoying thing in the world, it's just crazy when you are not exactly in a dedicated podcast studio and you don't have the egg crate things on the walls and this big thing that says on air, so everybody please shut the fuck up. That doesn't happen. Anyway, at least hopefully I control this dog. So yes. Anyway, I was saying that, yeah, a lot of people were saying that, gaming was going to be the one to open the doors. I'm repeating myself, into mainstream people coming on to the Web3 platform, or Web 2 into Web 3. And it was it's a dividing line. Some people were saying, yes, it's gaming, it's gaming, it's gaming. Some people were saying, no, absolutely not. It's going to take another at least 5 to 10 years and all this stuff, because the technology is not there. And, for any huge AAA game, because that's what you kind of want, a type of AAA game or an indie game or a Web3 game to become like a AAA game on the blockchain. But if you think about it, how long has these so-called AAA games existed to build up a following and interest and to get people basically brainwashed and hooked into playing the game for hours like zombies and spending money, aimlessly? I know I've been one of them. So that whole discussion for the past, I guess, 6 months that I've been entering these spaces, it was literally a yay or nay, or I don't know, I think so, but I don't think this is the one, and it's going to take a while because the tech isn't there. And then you have a very, very famous, huge AAA game, Grand Theft Auto, who is launching Grand Theft Auto 6 in 2025. And I used to say it's about a year ago, it's a year away, and technically it could be 6 months away. I'm not really sure if they said what quarter or month they were going to release the GTA 6, but they actually came up with, actually, no, I'm looking at something here, and it's the headlines. It's all these damn headlines. It's these headlines. You can't really see, and here's the thing. I know you guys can't see it. I could definitely share my screen, but right now I'm not in the mood to sharing. That's too much tech talk for me. Get it? Tech talk stuff. So in Forbes India, check this out. Weird. So I Google GTA 6 cryptocurrency, and the first thing that pops up is Forbes India, not Forbes US. Forbes India? Okay, sure, why not? It says crypto, no. Anyway, it says GTA 6 could introduce. So, so here we go. So GTA 6, Forbes India, their headline is GTA 6 could introduce a crypto reward system. Oh, it's a leak. A leak suggests that Grand Theft Auto 6 may adopt blockchain technology to be a play-to-earn game. Okay, so why is this huge? Maybe I will share. And I got to keep track of the chat. Cheese. Hi, Charles. Shout out to Charles, my brother from another Texan mother. And I'm just seeing my face right now, and I'm very shiny. What the fuck is that? I guess I need makeup. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think you're not supposed to shine. I don't really give a fuck. Okay, so I will share my screen. Oh, I know this is gonna fuck up. Sorry, Metaverse Radio. It's just like it's different when you are doing another platform and you're listening. But believe me, it's a hoot. It's a real hoot. And yes, I just gotta adjust this. Pop, bada, pop. Whoa, no, not like that. That is way too small. What? Okay, let's do this. That's even weird. Anyway. The image is from Shutterstock. Let me go to this. You think I'm really going to read this out? Sure, why not? For Metaverse Radio people, you wouldn't mind because it's verbiage anyway. But for those watching the live stream, what the hell? You can read it for yourselves. Sorry to help ruin your eyesight. I'm just going to read it because why not? It's freaking content. So in Forbes India, weird. No, sorry, it's not weird. No shade. It's just a weird morning for me. Popular action-adventure game series Grand Theft Auto is reportedly set to include cryptocurrency rewards in its upcoming upgraded version, GTA 6. The sequel to GTA 5, which is anticipated to be released Okay, this was what? Wait. Oh, they're talking about GTA 6. Sorry. The sequel to GTA 5, which is anticipated to be released in 2023 or 2024, when was this written? Is anticipated to be a major upgrade from its record-breaking predecessor. The latest installment is likely to integrate blockchain technology to implement its crypto-based reward system. Wow. Oh, a tweet. Let's open up that tweet by Watcher.guru on 26th of June said, quote, GTA 6 leaks suggest the story will take place in Colombia, Miami. Yeah, we all knew that. And will include in-game cryptocurrency rewards for players to earn and trade. So I'm going to go to this tweet, but they didn't even look at the tweet. It just showed the Twitter. It just showed the Twitter, the Twitter account. So I'm going to go to @WatcherGuru. Then I'm going to go to GTA 6. And let's see if it comes up. I know you guys aren't, if you're watching this live stream, you're going, what the hell is she doing? But believe me, nope, I don't see it. I'm not going to waste my time. Anyway, can we just dream? Can we just dream of the possibility that it is true? Let me go back to this. And oh my goodness, love Charles for supporting me. He always supports. Yes, he does. Shout out to Charles. And I'm going to dox him. Well, actually, I'm going to kind of undox him or redox him or dedox him. So basically he's online using his real name. Oh, I know why too. But he does have a alter ego who's quite the ego, which has no ego actually, under Hexadize, and that's a long story, and it's a wonderful story out of how he got that name Hexadize. It's really beautiful. I'm gonna get him on. He was actually my partner in crime when it came to impromptu live streams. I loved him for that, and I still do. He's just gotten really busy. And I have never really reached out to him to say, hey, let's do a live stream. Maybe I will, but he's got like one extra child since we have met, and he's gotten so much more busier, which I'm happy for. It's happy busy. It's happy busy. It's happy busy. Happy, happy, happy. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to keep reading because, wow, this is great for content if you're on Metaverse Radio. The introduction of crypto and the play to earn system has taken the game industry by storm. Okay, it not only has taken the game industry by storm, but Web3 is all a buzz. Web3 is all a buzz. So much so that it has turned gaming into an extra source of income. That's been going on forever. According to leaks, GTA 6 might include Bitcoin. One of the largest crypto assets in the game has a payment method and has a reward token. You know what? That's huge. I know that somebody in another space brought this up and mentioned a bunch of other coins like Bitcoin, I think ETH and something. Not sure, but I know Bitcoin and at least two others were mentioned. I can't find that now. So much for me doing my homework. Developers of Grand Theft Auto have not released an official statement. Hello, they have not released an official statement regarding the addition of crypto assets. However, Rockstar Games, which is the maker of GTA 6 and a bunch of other games, did announce in February that GTA 6 is under development. Yeah, we knew this. Weird. With the unprecedented longevity of GTA V, we know many of you have been asking us about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project we embark on, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered. And we are pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series is well underway. We know this, but I'm still going to read. We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready, so please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details. Blah, blah, blah. And it just goes on. You know what? This is like, hey, way to go, Forbes India. I got to go back to the live stream in case somebody else chatted. Nope. Oh, it just says the Bitcoin thing. I'm going to stop sharing because, like, what for? Anyway, whoa. Yes, I'm excited because here's the thing. The Web3 people, a handful or a portion of them are believers that it's gaming that's going to introduce the masses into Web3, right? No, sorry. Introduce, not the masses. I got to be careful with that word, but meaning opens the door for Web2 or normies to go into Web3, the blockchain, crypto, NFTs, and all that hoo-ha. However, there's other people, which I said earlier, that said, no, it's never going to happen. It's this, it's that. And besides, the tech isn't there. Because you're right. If you're going to get a lot of people, like a whoosh, a sleuth of people just for a Web3 game, the servers have to be ready, the technology, everything, the whole user onboarding. And if you are a Web3 game dev, it's a whole different, I would call it beast, because the technology is different. You have to kind of like start from scratch. You have to amalgamate a community. You have to get people's interest. And there are so many Web3 indie game devs. Love you all for starting up the infrastructure of Web3 gaming. But we all know that only a handful, well, I don't know, maybe a handful of you. That doesn't sound right for me, but maybe it does. A handful of you will be successful. And then again, what defines success in Web3? I've noticed that it's not always about the money. One person did say, or a few people did say, that if you can just have 500 loyal followers that are interested in your project and what you do, that is good enough. Like you don't need, like in Web2 or regular corporate, like the masses and big, huge advertising and paying for this. Although on Web3, people have been paying for engagement farming and followers and stuff, which let's not get into that. I've already triggered myself in numerous episodes of Tech Talk Tuesdays, so I don't want to do this. I have to I want to have a calm demeanor and a calm voice. I know I kind of talked really fast in the other one, but let's get back into this topic of insaneliness. So yes, Web3 gaming, but I've never heard, I was going to say I've never heard anybody say what happens if a AAA game or a Web2 game or a famous game were to come into the blockchain. There was some discussion, and then, I don't know, maybe I zoned out, whatever, but there was some kind of talk about that, what would it take for a Web3 game or AAA game to onboard into Web3, and then they were going blah, 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 which I totally zoned out. But then here we are. The possibility of GTA 6 adopting cryptocurrency has into the reward system. That is the most easiest thing ever, guys. Forget about the servers, forget about the technology. I'm sure there's stuff at the back end. You have to get a crypto wallet, or maybe they'll provide one for you, their own branded dudes and dudettes. GTA 6, GTA anyway, they've been around forever, and come on, they've got billions. They've got billions. And it's not even them, it's Rockstar Games. So whatever. This is amazing. And even though it's a rumor, a teaser, you know what that's going to do? That will actually, I'm saying, and because we've seen it before, ignite other AAA games or double games, I don't know, or double two games, I don't know, AAA games or the B games, I have no idea, to think about adopting crypto. And then that's when we're going to see not the adoption. Well, yeah, the adoption. But if we're talking about masses, do you know how many people play Grand Theft Auto? Actually, I don't know. It's in the millions. I could look it up, but no, let's just Google it. You guys can figure it out. But it's huge. And once people hear that Grand Theft Auto has adopted cryptocurrency, has a reward system, it's going to make this whole Web3 cryptocurrency seem more legit. Do you know what I mean? Or I'm just thinking about this now. Maybe some people who are hearing it are going, oh, GTA 6, can't believe GTA 6 is kind of being onboarded or joining the whole scam thing. Because there still is a group of people that are not in Web3, obviously, that they're kind of still not getting Bitcoin. They know people are making money. They're seeing it more in the news. Maybe they're peeking in, and then because of the news saying, oh, Bitcoin's going up to 70,000 or whatever, and they're hearing it, maybe they looked into the charts, but they're still not, they're just watching something. It's almost like they're watching a fiction sci-fi happening in real time. They're not really bought into this whole crypto thing. So if they do hear that GTA 6 is adopting a cryptocurrency reward system, they're probably going to go, well, I don't know, is GTA 6 falling into the, into the hands of the devil, onto the dark side? I don't know. I really don't know. You know what's great about streaming on Metaverse Radio? You don't know who's watching or listening. Actually, you do. Let me just peek. Oh, I don't want to say, but it is definitely a great platform. So shout out to Fred and the team for allowing people to have a voice and share their voice and share other people's voices on a platform such as Metaverse Radio. And you know what? I know we're only 5 minutes too, but I feel like I want to read off the disclaimer. Because let's just do it again, because I've seen Hexadize, aka Charles, read off the disclaimer midpoint, and I really liked that, so I'm going to toodaloo, hats off to Charles. Here we go. This program's content does not necessarily represent the views of Metaverse Radio and is for entertainment only. It is not legal, medical, financial, or investment advice. The host, guest speakers, artists, and other collaborators may have personal or financial interest in the subjects they discuss. So please critically assess the information presented. Not all content is appropriate for all ages. Listener discretion is advised. Yes. And I'm thinking right now, I know he's listening on Facebook. I don't know if I'm talking about Charles. We all know him, Charles Hexadized. He is a DJ on Metaverse Radio, or that is the tag anyway. He does host Sunday Spaces in the morning, which I barely don't attend because it's too early for me. Sorry, Charles, love you. And he also does Wednesdays. What's Up Wednesdays, I believe. I think early in the morning as well. I'm not a morning person, but if I do get up in the morning, it's from Monday to Friday. It is work related. So, and then here we go. But yeah, I read off the disclaimer, so let's continue. And I'm still shiny in the face. So yeah, I'm just excited about that. So it kind of like, let's see how this all plays out. I do want to be involved in the GTA 6 new series. I hope it's still going to be, okay, so here's the thing. I love watching GTA 5 on Twitch, and it's the multiplayer game, and it's fantastic. I would definitely join, but I have a Mac, and I would need to get a much better graphics processor and video card and all that stuff. Well, I think a video card is a good anyway. And I can't wait for that because it's just huge. I wonder why Charles said cheese. Did I mention cheese in my thing? I don't think I do, but I believe, I don't know where that's from, actually. I'm going to have to listen to the recording of this live stream. And you must know, for those of you listening on Metaverse Radio, I never rewatch my live streams. Are you kidding me? Oh, hell no. That's just, I don't want to cringe myself. There's so many things already in life that's cringeworthy, especially online. So, I'm not going to no. So yeah, Tech Talk Tuesday, GTA 6, incredible. Okay, let's talk about Web3 communities. Wow, guys, wow. I have been in and out of different spaces that are focused on certain Web3 communities, whether they are, I don't know, like Web3 blockchain projects or just, or a real NFT community, like based off of an NFT collection of. There is a common denominator. As much as a lot of them are so different, they have definitely their own Web3 culture and just nuance and lingo, and just the whole vibe and energy is different. The one thing they do have actually, no, I have to retract. Some of them, actually, no, only two of them. Only two of them I have found have a lot in common. And there is a major factor where their commonality just goes pa-ching, 180, split right down the middle. And I'll tell you, it is, and I know I've said this before, but number one, over the reality community. So over the reality, if I'm not wearing the t-shirt, I'm not I'm shilling them, but they are a company or technology out in Udine, Italy. Shout out to Mamma Mia, the Italians out there. I joined them in 2021, July 28, 27, 2021. Has a Twitterer first. And they're a spatial web platform. They have this digital layer over the whole world. No kidding. I kid you not. Supposedly, no, not supposedly. I shouldn't have said that. But they divided the world into 1.6 trillion hexagons, and each hexagon is about 300 square meters. And you can buy, the digital land or the digital space over real life physical locations. And then you can also, create AR experiences on those locations. But not just like any AR experience. We're talking about geolocated AR experience, meaning I gotta get something. Meaning if I got this bottle of Graf von Faber-Castell Carbon Black fountain pen ink, and I took a 3D and I made this into a 3D model using Unity or Blender or Maya, and then I uploaded it and wanted to place it in one of my overlands in Toronto, Canada, right at the corner of College and Bay. Then, like, not just at the corner of College and Bay, but the corner of a building on College and Bay, then I can, because of the visual positioning system that Over is using as opposed to GPS, global positioning system. What is the difference? I don't want to get into this too much talk. This is where I'm going to lose people. I get it. So GPS, global positioning system that Google has used, and a bunch of other Web 2 location-based apps or, software programs or whatever, they use GPS. The accuracy is okay if you have a huge car or you're walking and biking and you just need to figure out, oh, it's at the corner of, there's the building, or here's the street and this is where I'm going. It is not good enough if you, like I said, you want to place this Graf von Faber-Castell carbon black liquid ink onto like a specific geolocation. Because GPS is about, for those of you in everywhere else but the United States, the precision of placing something using GPS is about 4 to 6 meters. And for those of you in the United States, I think that's about between 14 to 16 feet. That is not precise. Like I said, it's okay when you're driving and you're walking and you're biking, you're like, oh yeah, this is it, but no. So what Over uses is the visual positioning system, where literally you get it between 4 to 6 centimeters. 4 to 6 centimeters, and that's like about just under 2 inches. Let me show you. So GPS accuracy between 14 to 16 feet, that's like 15 of these. I don't know. But then for Over the Reality, accuracy of visual positioning system, placing a 3D model or asset over the real world, we're talking about just under 2 inches. That's the accuracy. Right? So that's a no-brainer. So that's the company that I currently work with. And I love the technology so much. It's insane. And Charles is also part of that. So shout out to Charles. Yeah, there's a whole history behind that. Like, he's the one that started the weekly community spaces and all that stuff. But why is time going so slow? It's so weird. It's almost like it's going so slow right now, which is good or bad. Yeah, so Over the Reality community is the one community that I'm definitely very much involved with. Are they very active? They are behind the scenes, but lately we have been kind of like getting together every week on Thursday. So basically I've been taking up Charles or Hexadize's community torch that got passed on to Metaverse Mints, and then I guess I took it on, because something's got to happen. There's got to be the Over community torch still has to be carried, right? Yes. So I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah. So the community. Yeah. So okay, Over the Reality community is one community that I'm involved with. The new community that I happen to fall into is the Xenu community, Zombie Inu, or Xenu ZMSS, Zombie Mob Secret Society. They are an NFT collection, and that is the first NFT per se that I actually bought, which was on May the 4th, 2024. It is actually the first NFT that I bought. I have purchased Overlands, like Over's Digital Land. I guess I have about below 100 of them. So they are kind of like technically NFT lands or NFTs. And I have a bunch of them. And yes, I bought them, but that's a different category, right? To me, that's digital land, even though it is an NFT. But the first legit sort of like NFT art was really the Xenu. I'll tell you why. Because they are made from Unreal Engine, like legit. I'm like, what? There's a story behind this, and this is not what I didn't want to do this here. But all I'm gonna say is, when I found out about this Xenu collection, Zombie Mob Secret Society collection, NFT collection, and I found out that first of all, it was made in Unreal Engine 5. I'm like, what? You mean it's not just a JPEG? It's not just a GIF? Like what? It's not just like what? Unreal Engine 5? Are you kidding me right now? And so I was like, yeah, I was sold. It's like Unreal Engine 5. If you're going to make an NFT collection in Unreal Engine 5, you got plans, man. You got plans, Stan. I do know a Stan. I know one Stan. Okay. So you've got plans for that. And can we just say gaming and movies? So I knew when I heard Unreal Engine 5, they had me at Unreal Engine 5, and I knew, man, I'm going to get that NFT. No shit. It took me a while because, I have a budget and I ended up spending it on a bunch of gadgets and stuff and then an e-bike. So this is Tech Talk Tuesday, technology. And I think e-bikes are kind of like a technology. I don't know. Let's not get in. It's like whatever semantics. Is it though? But yeah, I ended up buying an e-bike and a bunch of other stuff. And then money came around and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to buy this Unreal Engine 5 NFT. And I did. But there's a story behind that too. I digress. So the Xenu community and the Over community, this is the point. They are so much alike. And what the commonality is the passion of the people in the communities, in these two communities, for actually the projects that they support and back up. So the Xenu community is hella bullish about the whole Xenu collection being an Unreal Engine 5 and all the traits and all the animations and oh my god, it's insane. And that they are affiliated with Mainnet Z, a layer 1 blockchain that is like really fast transactions and so much more cross chain. I can go into it now, but this isn't it. So their community, both Over and Xenu, very, very passionate, very, very well versed in the technology or the project, very, very well versed. Not only are they very, very well versed, they also have opinions, very, very strong opinions on how things should be. And gotta love them. And they voice them, right? And they voice them, but here's the difference. The Xenu community, they hold I'm talking weekly spaces times 7. There's always a space every day on, gathering the Xenu community. Like Arnold, shout out to Arnold Webb. He holds them Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 8 a.m. my time anyway, which is 10 a.m. if you're in the Eastern Seaboard. There's Rosemarie Oakley. She hosts spaces Tuesday evenings and Thursdays. There's Cars Garlic. He holds them mostly every night in the wee hours of the morning. I would say at least past midnight for me, all the way into like the dawn, like sun coming up. It's just insane. And there's a Zombini who hosts spaces on Saturday nights. It's crazy. It's really insane. And so here's the thing. They host regular spaces and hosts weekly spaces. It's just fine. It's absolutely fine. But the things that both communities talk about and share are the same. It's about the project. And, like I said, they all have different opinions on how things should be. The difference is on this side is the Xenu community, and then where they're talking about how things should be, there's actually a C-suite. They're Xenu's or Mainnet Z's COO, Chief Operating Officer, / who's also a developer, / she also does the marketing and community management. This guy wears many hats, so shout out to Xenu the Undead. And he pops in the spaces because he sees that, the community's holding spaces, and he'll just pop into spaces to hang out. And every time he comes in, it's like, oh my God, like this is amazing. And then we get to ask him questions, or the community, the Xena community gets to ask him questions, and he answers, and he's so transparent. And sometimes he drops some alpha, which is like, like secret news, stealth news that nobody knows about yet. So most of these spaces aren't recorded, although some are. Arnold spaces are recorded, definitely. And it's fantastic because I would call it, and I said this before, there is like when you have a brand in a community, there is that whole communication and relationship thing, right? But they speak the same love language. And the love language, in order for a Web3 or any community or brand to exist and thrive, is really quality time and acts of service. That's what I'm thinking. Because you can't touch each other. Nobody's really touched each other, except the Xena community have met somewhere in Georgia, I think. I don't know, don't get me, whatever. Somewhere down south, they had the Golden Burger, and that's all I can say. But, for the Xena community, they have, I know you guys, sorry, just bear with me. I haven't had any, doesn't matter. Bear with me. My mind's all like blah, 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 blah. I don't like speaking in the mornings. So the Xena community, they have someone that they can share their things with, their thoughts, and they get feedback pretty much right away. And that feels good when you're able to communicate something out, know you are heard, and you get like a reply back, so you know what the hell is freaking going on. And on the other side, so we're talking about American, and then we're talking about European Italian, which is over. Like I said, how many minutes ago, they're from Udine, Italy. And I noticed that the culture is different. Like the HQs are different. It's different. It's just different. You have the community, the hosting spaces. Hexadive started it 3 years ago. Blah blah blah. We do get once in a while the CEO. Shout out to Diego Di Tommaso joining and talking, and it's really great. Like I love Diego. I miss them so much. They're so much fun. Anyway, Diego comes into to the over the reality spaces, and he talks about, like, gives updates and stuff, and then people get to ask him questions, and that's great because these are scheduled. Nobody just pops in. Nobody in over the reality just pops in, and maybe it's because of the times, but not really, because if you think about it, these spaces that the Xena community hold, it could be morning till like the dawn of time, like not dawn of time, like the dawn, and you'll see Undead, that's part of his Twitter name, just show up, like, because he's working and he just happens to see that a space is open and he'll just come on in. But then in Italy, and this is the difference, I guess it's just different. Like, they'll come and they know that there's always a weekly space, and it is technically around like 6 to 7 their time. I don't know, maybe there's a set dinner. I have no idea. But yeah, that's just the difference. You get more of a relationship building with the Xenu community because the C-suite, like the COO, does show up. And actually, this coming Friday on the 19th, I believe. Is the Friday the 19th? Let me just double check. Yes, they're going to have a huge. The team is going to join. So it's like the main dev, Dale. I've never heard him. But apparently they say in Dale we trust. It's hilarious. He's a blockchain developer as well as one of the co-founders and CEO. He's going to be there talking. Also, I'm the CEO on Undead and the CMO. So this is going to be fantastic for me anyway, because there's so many things going on with the mainnet Z, and oh my God, I don't want to talk about it right here. But yeah, where was I? I'm taking forever to get there, guys. So just bear with me. If you dropped off, you dropped off. Have a great Tuesday. But if you're still with me, then gotta love you. Got to love you. Yeah. Both communities over in Xenu, so passionate, very intelligent community members. They have their own thoughts on how things should be. On the one side, Xenu actually has a C-suite to listen to, and over, not so much. Somebody said this. I'm going to do a shout out to Soyo Crypto, aka Hollywoodland, on Twitter X. I was trying to describe this analogy, and he said, "Oh yeah, so with the Xenu community, they have like their mom and dad, right? Like they're like the whole healthy family kind of thing where you get to nurture the kids, and the kids being the Xenu community. Whereas in Over the Reality, the Over community is the kids, but we're our parents. So we're like the '90s latchkey kids, although the '80s were also latchkey kids. Were the '90s latchkey kids? I don't even remember. I guess. But that was the analogy, and I thought that was perfect. That's hilarious. But you guys, last Thursday, which I was all ready to live stream, my makeup was perfect. I don't think I was even like shiny like this. I don't know. I forgot to live stream, but it was fantastic. Thank God it was recorded because I was doing a weekly over community space, and then some of the Xenu people came on to listen, to support, and that's what I love about them. They just come in to support. And then C Moon, one of the people from the Z-Moon community wanted to speak, and of course I'm going to let him in, let him up as a speaker, and oh my God, he was just going on and on. It was fantastic. And then Hexadai/Charles was also there, and they were talking, and my heart was filled because, my God, Over that I love so much, and the Xenu community that I've grown to love so much, they were like this. Can you hear me? I know I'm going in and out and the audio might be whatever, but it was fantastic. I mean, I was like, where's my phone? I was like this, and I was like looking, and I was seeing, Simon speaking, and Hexadise and Charles, and they were talking together, and they were talking about Bitcoin Nashville, and Simon might join, and really? And then Cowboy was up there from the Xenu community, and I was so happy because Cowboy and Hexadise/Charles live in Texas. Sorry, Cowboy, but hello, you have a cowboy hat. You're either in Calgary or you're in Texas. So you're in Texas. And I was like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. I know I'm off on a tangent. That's fine. It's happening. I love Over. I love Xenu. And it's like, come on, Xenu, come on over. And it's just, you guys, it's like my family. It's like I am a child. Now, this is a really fucked up analogy, but it's like Over and Xenu are like my parents. Yeah, that's fucked up. And now they're back together. I don't know, but you get it. My heart was smiling. And I'm just so pleased. And I love it because I know Hexadize is still listening. Or maybe he's just there, but he's doing something else. You never know. He's a trickster, that one. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking. But he definitely fits in with the Xenu community. Totally. And not only that, I know, come on, he's got kids. And gaming, an NFT collection made with Unreal Engine. Hello? Gaming and movies, and you have kids. You do the social interaction thing for the future. That's huge. And not only that, Hexadise/Charles has such a broad reach of his network. It's insane. He's all about XR, AR, and education, like augmented reality, virtual reality, AI, and education. It's all about that. And he can bring so much to the table, to the Xenu community and the mainnets, in addition to the Xenu community and the mainnets blockchain, it's like a bi-directional, synergistic, wonderful smorgasbord of Web3 families joining together. It is crazy. So I'm excited because I've heard that some people in the Over the Reality community are going to be hosting Twitter spaces based on focus on map to earn, right? And just talking about map to earn and answering questions and stuff like that. So I encourage that, absolutely. Actually, now I come to think of it, I kind of feel that Discord is the best way to host those spaces because you want to pull people into Discord. So you can tweet about, join the Discord. Here's a Discord channel, and we're going to talk about map to earn because we already have a mapping channel. I just feel like, anyway, that's just my opinion. But yes. So we've got 11 minutes to the hour, and it's insane. Metaverse Radio, are you still there? Thank you for being there and listening. You're just missing out this whole animation of this live stream that I'm doing with my talking head. It's insane. But yeah, that's what technology does in this world. You can get a spot on Metaverse Radio, and you know, you don't have to adhere to anybody. You could just say a disclaimer and be your crazy ass self, or not. I'm just kidding. This is just me. And you're not accountable to a sponsor where you have to behave a certain way and not talk a certain way and dress a certain way and have the same branded background or whatever. That's what happens in technology. You literally can reinvent yourself, be who you want to be, talk anything you want. That's crazy. So I have been through a Twitter space or Twitter X space. What do you call that? When you're tired of these Twitter X spaces. I'm not talking about the Xena community spaces. I'm not tired of you guys because I'm always in. As a matter of fact, I was in your space. I was in Carl's Garlic's Twitter space. I think he started at I don't know, past midnight, at least 1 in the morning. And I logged off at about 3:35 a.m. So I wasn't even sure if I was going to do this live stream because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have the bags under my eyes and all that. But whatever, here I am. But yes, I'm not talking about these Xenu community spaces. I'm talking about the other spaces that I have been going into. And sometimes there's so much information. And that's what I keep telling you guys. If anything, please, if you want to learn about what the hell is going on into Web3? What the hell is a blockchain, a meme coin? Why are meme coins or memes so making people rich and all that stuff? Get a Twitter and X account. I know you have a Twitter account. Try to remember your password. I know you have. You're just not on it. For those of you watching on Facebook and or Twitch or YouTube, get on Twitter. Go to the left side, wherever. Find spaces. You can go to Google and go to YouTube and say how to find spaces on Twitter or X. Do that. Go to a space. Find the spaces. Find the plethora of spaces and the plethora of topics and categories that you can just listen in on. There was a space last night that I jumped in with my other Twitter account, no joke, and they were talking about conspiracies. I love conspiracies. And they were talking about MK Ultra and the media, like that. And I just love that stuff. So that was fantastic. But if that's not for you, then that's not for you. But there's so many other tech stuff, things about technology, like the whole, what's going on with the whole Snapchat deal and just everything. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. So it's almost and you have people there that I would say more than 50% of the people that are talking about a certain topic, they know what they're talking about because they've been in the industry or the space, or they followed the evolution of a certain topic, or they've written a book, or they are speakers in their own right. And I'm not talking about people who have just paid for followers, although you do have them. But when you hear these people speak, you know that they know what they're talking about. So shout out to Alex Damsker. She's wonderful. I subscribe to her. I only subscribe to 2 people. So on Twitter/X, you can subscribe to a Twitter X account, meaning every time they post something or they host a subscriber space or a subscriber Twitter X group, you are privy to that because it's just like a Patreon. You pay for someone to be a part of someone's Patreon, and then you get the insider news. There's only 2 people I subscribe to. Number 1, Robert Scoble, and number 2, Alex Damsker. She's wonderful. I mean, Robert Scoble's wonderful, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to say anything, but a lot of people don't know about Alex Damsker. Oh my God, I could listen to her forever. She knows so much. She used to work for the SEC. She was a lawyer. She was onboarding startups onto the block. She just knows so much. It's insane. And the way she speaks is wonderful. So she's almost yeah, if I could be an Alex Damsker, sure enough. She's just wonderful. This human's knowledge of so many things, and the way she lays it out and explains it is just wonderful. She kind of reminds me of a female version of Larry. Shout out to Larry #AI or Larry at Metatrust, who he's been joining the Xenu community for like for about maybe a month now, and he was hooked just like me about the Xenu community. He too says that he's known a lot of NFT communities because of his work. He's like he audits them for like blockchain or crypto securities. I think I'm saying that wrong, but something like that. And he's never found a community like the Xenu community. They're so genuine, no ego. It's wonderful. In addition to, he said that he's been gifted NFTs like me, but Xenu NFT was the first NFT he actually bought. And he didn't just buy one. No, he bought a bunch. And then he brought in his friend called Snoop, who also bought a bunch of Xenus. And they didn't just go for the floor price. Oh no. They picked the one they liked. It's just like ridiculous. And so, yeah. What am I saying? Yeah. So Larry, I would love to be in a space. Maybe I'm gonna make this happen. I would love to be in a space. I think I will make a space where Larry, because they're both kind of like in the same, security. Oh my goodness. Where Larry and Alex can talk. Oh, that's a priceless thing. Oh my God. And I know Larry will be open to it, and I know Alex is. I've got to connect them. Ding 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 ding. I'm gonna connect them. I'm actually going to go after this. I'm gonna go on what's it called? Alex's. I'm gonna DM Alex. I'm gonna say, hey, follow Larry #AI, and then I'm gonna DM Larry and go, hey, follow Alex Damsker. Kangilla, right? It would be so dope. Oh, Kangilla. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to play one of Kangilla's songs, if he will let me. I don't know. If I get a copyright issue, then I'll just deal with him and the zombie mob. Wah, wah, wah. But I do have one of his songs that I love so, so much. Actually, my favorite song. Okay, sorry. You guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Metaverse Radio. So I told you I'm live streaming. So Kangilla TV on YouTube. He is actually, he's watching. Thank you, Kangilla, for watching. And he's like responding to what I just said about Larry and Alex Damsker. I think that's what he's referring to, because he goes, that would be dope. So Kangilla actually released a music NFT, I think 2 years ago or a year ago, all based on the Xenu mob and the Mainnet Z brands. He also just recently released on Nets Finance a Pep Z, another music NFT, I believe. And there's only 250 in the collection. So Charles, I'll definitely send you a link to that. But I want to really oh my gosh, really, I still have this on airplane mode. Here we go. Airplane mode, and it's going to be like bing, 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 bing. Okay, let's go. Oh, see, I told you. Oh, here we go. Airplane mode, and I just opened it up. So I am going to find Kangilla's thing. I know somebody sent me the YouTube link, and it's shout out to Zambini. And oh my goodness, Zambini and I have been chatting forever. So good luck if I find that link on the DM of Twitter. Lord have mercy. Oh, Kangilla. Okay, Metaverse Radio, I'll just keep talking because you don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually finding a song, a link. You think I would have liked it on YouTube? Yes, I'm going to find that link. So yeah, the similarities of the communities. And I just realized that if I connect Larry and Alex, they would be both great for each other in terms of networking. This is like perfect. It's like perfect. And then I would love Alex's take on Xenu and Mainnets. And then she can talk about Mainnet Z to her audience, and she could like break it down. And just like Larry, for what he does, when he broke down his thoughts on Mainnet Z and Xenu, it's wonderful because of his work. And that really validates, the value that the Xenu community has, and also Mainnet Z. And if I don't find Kangilla's link, that's fine. I can just sing the song for you. No. Oh, I found it. Oh, I found it. Okay, let me check. Check. Okay, so here it is. It is, wow, 1 minute passed. I will say this disclaimer and then we'll close off with Kinjila's song. This disclaimer is for Metaverse Radio, and thank you for anybody watching my talking head. This program's content does not necessarily represent the views of Metaverse Radio and is for entertainment only. It is not legal, medical, financial, or investment advice. The hosts, guests, speakers, artists, and other collaborators may have personal financial interests in the subjects they discuss. So please critically assess the information presented. Not all content is appropriate for all ages. Listener discretion is advised. Kinjila saying, Drano, let's go, bro. All right, let's go wherever. Hey, Drano, woohoo! It's 10 a.m. But you know what? I actually have this for 2 hours, but I will stop. Wait a minute. There's ZMSS and there's Zombie Mobbin. Let's do the ZMSS. Which one? ZMSS or Zombie Mobbin? Let's do ZMSS. I don't know, man. There's so many things. Let's go. Let's see. Here we go. I hope you can hear it. Wait.
What's up? ZMSS. Be the best, yes.
I have to work, guys.
ZMSS, who is? We the best, yes. ZMSS, no question, we the best, yes. Good investment, sleep good, have you stress less. We building bridges, not walls, that's the big yes. ZMSS, who is? We the best, yes. ZMSS, no question, we the best, yes. Good investment, sleep good, have you stress less. We building bridges, not walls, that's the big yes. That flow gon' rock it from 1 straight to 100 E. I've been earning Z the whole time just for holding these. Then strut, flipping, running, it's all in 3D. I call my Z new smoky, he keep them roll just like me. That's thinking coming for the tokens and the NFTs. IP rights got me grinning, I'm dropping NFTs. Shout out Seffi, ZMSS, bro, we bout to eat. We not tribal, always welcome other communities. I make these hits for the mob, I do this shit with ease. When we go to Andromeda, I'm gon' make my whole freeze. Ain't gotta say when Lambo feeling in the air is coming. In the meantime, just keep accumulating for the ammo coming. ZMSS, who is? We the best, yes. ZMSS, no question, we the best, yes. Good investment, sleep good, have you stress less. We building bridges, not walls, that's the big yes. ZMSS, who is? We the best, yes. ZMSS, no question, we the best, yes. Good investment, sleep good, have you stress less. We building bridges, not walls, that's the big yes. Blood with crypto homies, and we mob with all the hate. Salute the NFA, bridge into it, Web 3. Been building in the bear, like that shit ain't even here. 3D vision clear, fueling, then we out of here. Communities for the cause, they 10 down, we all gon' win. Man, it's the about to come, we got our own blockchain. I used to trap in real life, now I'm booming on blockchain. And don't forget they building out a AAA game. I'm smoking out the P while making moves through Web 3. You can ask Dr. Z, whole zombie mob, we stacking Z. Fully animated NFTs, we the only one that got these. Selling when they hit the flow with ease. It's the race trying to move E. ZMSS, who is? We the best, yes. ZMSS, no question, we the best, yes. Good investment, sleep good, have you stress less. We building bridges, not walls, that's the big yes. ZMSS, who is? We the best, yes. ZMSS, no question, we the best, yes. Good investment, sleep good, have you stress less. We building bridges, not walls, that's the big yes.
You guys, that is so special. That is the first time I've played a Kinjila original. And you better watch out for this guy. I have visions, and my visions come true. And this is a good vision because some of the bad visions came true. That's besides the point. The vision is South by Southwest, Austin, Texas, 2025, 2026, 27. It doesn't matter. He is on a live stage in the heat, singing his songs. It's a Web3 blockchain theme, and all the zombie mobs are there, and we're like laughing it up. We're having some Zaz, pizza, Zambinis there, Cars, Sea Moon, Drano. I don't want to name everybody. There's just so many. Larry, forget it. I'm not naming anybody because I'm going to miss people. And all of you, all of you. Oh my God, Kangilla, of course. No, thank you, Kangilla, for creating those songs. They're just so poppin'. I love their energy. I think that every ZMSS or every Twitter space should actually end with one of your songs. Actually, my favorite is actually Bull Knocking. But this is great. But yeah, I want the link to Bull Knocking. I want to get the lyrics so I can sing it along. Sing. I know all the lyrics. Apparently, J Rock knows all the lyrics. And there was this thing about, I think there was like a riddle about how many WhatsApps, how many times in a Kajula song, I think it was Bull Knocking, did Kajula say, "Was up, was up?" And if you guess it, you win something. I'm going to like be prepared for that in case it happens again. I don't know. It's just like some random stuff. Anyway, it's 5 after the hour. I know I can still be streaming. Shout out to Larry. They said that I can have literally a 2-hour thing, but I gotta get to work. I have to answer some stuff. Oh, anyway, so thank you everybody so much for watching. I did say the disclaimer. Loved it. This is the first time Metaverse Radio on Tech Talk Tuesday heard Kanjilla's ZMSS song. I appreciate everybody. Have a great Tuesday. You guys, it's July 16. Shout out to Charles / Hexadize, Kangilla, and Drano for showing. Kangilla, what's up? Exactly. Thank you so much. And I know other people are watching. I did not do a Twitter space. It's just too much happening, like the Metaverse Radio Live and then doing this and then the Twitter space. Maybe I'll do it next week. Who knows? But anyway, it's recorded. Blah, blah, blah. All right, everyone. Mwah. Love you. Ciao, ciao.